Hello. Today I want to talk about attraction. We're told, in general terms, you attract what you are, who you want, or the energy you're putting out is what you're getting back. Now, when you're one of the limited social people, as I explained, the labels I'm using for us, and you're not unlimited to a bunch of options, you have your limitations. You kind of do the same thing over and over, right? You hit the same wall, you have the same issue. Even though you get older, you don't really get to grow in your relationships or move forward in the way. And in the area of who we're attracting and why we keep getting the same result, I wanted to speak on that a bit. So, there's a thing where your energy is, or your demeanor, or the way you come off to people is very, some might call it mysterious because they don't understand it, but you're quiet, they don't feel threatened by you, or that you have any agenda against them, or they don't really know. What I found is that on many occasions, no matter how old I am, from a child to now, when I'm around people and I'm talking to them, I treat everyone the same, right? If you and I from different levels or different places, I don't treat you differently accordingly. I treat everyone with respect. And what happens is, because I'm respectful to everyone that I choose to engage with, they think they're deserving of the respect. How's that a problem? I noticed that with the unlimited people, they use unlimited ways to engage people. Like I said in a previous video, they change to the person, and we don't. Well, for me, I don't, because we're not all the same, even though we are limited in our social. We're not all the same. So if you relate, you relate. If you understand, you do, or someone you know. But for me to engage people who I'm not like, and I'm not like almost most people I engage. So I have a certain respect for myself, a certain way I want to be treated, so I'm just giving that energy to the people I'm talking to. It could be anybody. I gave someone an example one time. I said, picture the typical man at the construction site who hoops and hollers at women walking by, right? And he's used to women saying, "Shut up, you stupid, get off me, I don't want to hear you." He's used to the rejection because he's inappropriate in how he's talking to them. Now you have someone like myself who's constantly being told, "Oh, you're not friendly enough, you don't smile enough, you don't say hi enough." You're constantly being redirected on how you should act and how you should make others feel. So you try to put that into action. So when you walk by that construction guy, you're like, he's hooping, he's used to getting all these responses, and you're like, okay, good morning, whatever, and you keep moving. Now, just because you chose to say good morning and keep moving, he decides, or people observing decides, oh, you must take that, you must like that. So because I didn't come at him in a nasty way, that means I'm consenting. And that's how a lot of the unlimited world see people. It's like, if you're not doing something a certain way, then you must like it. If you're not angry like me or nasty like me, like a person would say, "Oh, he could never be doing that and yelling at me like that. I don't play that." Like I do. I'm just trying not to be distant, not looking at people, not speaking to people. I'm trying to be more open, and all I did was say hello and keep moving. But we're not going to focus on the fact that I keep moving. Now the focus on the fact that I didn't get nasty with him, because now I'm the silly one. I don't know my worth. I'm like, you can't get a break. So it's like, dealing with people accordingly to the respect you have for yourself, they misinterpret it as they deserve that respect. And that is a really difficult thing to deal with. So now that I'm being more vocal, I'm being more in the public with what I'm doing, which is hard. This is so hard because I like my quiet life, especially now that I'm mature and I know what I know. I love it. But I also know, like I've said in previous videos, if there's power in numbers, and the more quiet I am, the narrative of the liars and the people who are pretending takes flight. It takes energy, and I don't get what I deserve because I'm not letting myself be in it to win it, you know? So that's why I'm more doing my videos, making my voice known, because I know what I'm saying is touchy for other people who are that way. You know, I attract people who are full of drama. Controlling people who are full of drama love to come to me. Any and everyone I've ever really, had some type of association with or whatever, I attract the most dramatic people. They overly sensitive, they quick to argue, they quick to fight, they quick to assume the wrong thing. If you're not like them, then you wrong. They know this person, they know that person, they got this, they got that, all this stuff. That's the opposite of me. And in many cases, these people take that as they're more cultured than me. They're better or smarter. And it's so hard because I'm looking at them, watching the whole play. I'm watching the whole play, like, here we go again. You asking me questions, you think you got the answers. I've had a guy or guys who don't show any interest, real interest, true interest. They use their words, and because I'm kind to them and I'm not commanding that they give me this, or I'm not trying to sexually attract them and trick them and do all the things that they're accustomed to, they think I'm easy because I'm not trying to take advantage of them. So now they think they take advantage of me. And I'm watching the whole play like, God, I just want to have a conversation with someone. I want to go out on a date or something. But they're going to push the limits, take things too far, so I have to end it. And then they're shocked because they've already decided I'm an easy mark. I'm not like the last girl that do whatever they want, whenever they want, play games with them, lie to them, take from them. Do whatever. Big them up, love bomb them, tell them they're great. Or I don't do all that lying and stuff, so I couldn't really care about them because I will put all that energy into them. But people like me, we keep our energy, we preserve it because it's expendable. It's expended all day on foolishness trying to deal with these unlimited people who need more than we could ever give, who need to know how to self-satisfy and self-calm. They need to know how to use their own energy to make themselves better, but they don't. They project it on you and make it your job. And when you don't respond in accordingly, like what they think you're supposed to do, then there's something wrong with you. So I don't know. I just felt the need to speak on that because I think that is a major trait that we deal with. Constantly being taken for granted or misunderstood. And it's not that we're doing anything wrong. It's because we're not giving them what they think we should be doing or saying. And it's really difficult because as we get older, and if you're anything like me, I keeps it 100 with you. I'll tell you straight up, I can depart from you with love. I could never see you and talk to you again with love. Where they is in the same situation and they depart from you, it's going to be some backbiting, some gossiping, some, smear campaign. You ain't this, they got to make a thing of it so people can see you as the bad guy. Well, with me or people like me, it's like, it's all good. I don't need you in my energy. I don't need you around me no way. Because you're trifling and you're full of drama. You just drama. And you know it. And then they mad because I call them on it. I'm like, you drama. You didn't present me with the best situation. You didn't put me in a position to excel. I had to overly think and watch you, and you trying to distort what I'm seeing and being a little, giving me little illusions of what things really are. Like, I don't know. It's just so sad that I have to keep going through that, and I have to keep seeing people play the same play. Different people, man, woman, child, whatever, same play. And then they want to say, well, how do you know this? I'm like, y'all so predictable. You're going to try to get over on someone who has no ill intentions. You're going to say something negative about someone who's not saying something negative about you. You're going to make someone seem like there's something. And what's the funny part about this is I found that when people who come at me like that, they're not looking at the real enemy. Whoever really over focuses on me and they're trying to see something negative or find something that isn't there, they got someone who tells them what they want to hear, that's taking advantage of them because they're not looking at them. So it's a switch and bait. It's like, yeah, look over there, and they take your stuff. So they have them looking at me, and they're robbing them blind, be it of their energy, their money, their time, their whatever. They doing the most on them, and they got you looking at me, making up stuff that's not even there because I'm not treating you the way you would treat me had the roles been reversed. I don't want to be confusing, but if you've experienced this, you'll get it. Now, this could be for my people who are limited or unlimited, because we all experience it, but there's a difference in if you're a limited person, because as you get older and as you mature, you can see it coming miles away. Whereas you can be unlimited and you could be as mature and everything, but for some reason we want to keep doing the same thing anyway. You know, we keep doing the same thing to keep you off, and you're going to keep doing the same thing because eventually you're going to win. You're going to get people to do what you want or be able to get over on them. I just needed to explain that for a minute. I thought that was an important piece of information on communication and the assumption that the way people treat us, we deserve, and we're attracting who we are, and we're out there being what, we're just getting back what we put out. They have laws, right? They have laws in society with crimes, because people take advantage of people. People exploit other people. People make decisions to hurt other people, lie, steal, whatever. So every time somebody does something to you, it ain't because you did something. It's not always a two-way street. That's why they have laws. Because people will do things and get away with it if they could, and they don't have a reason. And if the reason will not concern you, you'll just be the person that's in it. So if you're one of the people that believe that, I could work with you. I'll roll with you. But I have a whole other take on that. All right? People are a little bit dishonest, especially the ones that lie to themselves. They lie to themselves. They can't do nothing but tell you lies. And you have to be aware of that too. Am I speaking to someone who's honest with themselves? Because if they're not honest with themselves, what can they give you? They can only give you the lies they tell themselves, the picture they're painting. Because sometimes that's all they got. But they dress it up so pretty, you think it's real till you realize it's not. And then, Well, anyway, that's something I wanted to share about interacting with others and attracting what you want. Excuse me. I'm just chilling, and this came to my mind, and it's not easy to talk about, so I wanted to share it while it was on my mind and fresh, because I think this can be useful for someone or someone's. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Bye.